Hey guys, in today's episode we go over Clash Royale's plans for the April update, we get some more information about the recent top ladder purge, and we get a very interesting chess rework idea from the community. All that and more in today's episode of Clash Royale. Hey guys, Legendaray here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash Royale. In this weekly show, we take a look at the most recent announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CR eSports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish off the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta deck of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Royale, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every new video that comes out. Also, go check me out on Twitter. I'm pretty active on there now, so link to it will be in the description. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the first section, New in the Arena. New in the Arena is where we find out about what the Supercell team has been up to this past week. First things first, Clash Royale finally put out another What We've Been Up To post this week. Let's take a look. We've been working to make some big changes to Royale next update, and making ladder play a better experience for everyone. Yes, please. Ladder is a somewhat broken game mode with, overleveling being a really big problem despite ladder being the main game mode of Clash Royale. I think if they really do find a solid fix for the ladder, Clash Royale as a whole will be in a super good place, as a lot of my friends who quit Clash were all because of problems on the ladder. One idea that we've been fleshing out is having constant casual game modes for you to enjoy so that there is an alternative to 2v2 and friendly battles when it comes to casual play. To coincide with this, we have been coming up with new game modes such as the previously mentioned Mega Deck mode. Again, this sounds like a super amazing thing for the Clash Royale dev team to be working on. The casual players of a game are the majority of a player base, so I'm really glad that the dev team is really honing in on this aspect of the Clash community. Now, as far as we know, there has been no news whatsoever of a big new feature coming to the game. Now, just to make it clear, I really do expect some sort of new feature to the game. A ladder rework is really great, and a new game mode's pretty amazing as well, but if I'm gonna be honest, I really hope that there's something that's super new and refreshing in this update. Even something to the caliber of global tournaments, or trade tokens, or hopefully something like Clan Wars. Next up, let's go over all of the bans Clash Royale has been doing this past week. I covered it a little bit in last week's Clash Royale episode, so I'll play a quick clip to summarize the situation. So basically, Unstoppable CR tweeted out this tweet, taking $40 for guaranteed 20 wins in the upcoming 20 win challenge, at which Clash Royale suddenly retweets saying, "This is not cool. If you do this, your accounts and any accounts you boost will get banned." Ouch, but honestly, it's not exactly his fault. Clash Royale has been ignoring this whole account sharing issue for 3 whole years, and now they just suddenly decide to act on it? As you can see now, over half of the top 50 ladder players have been permanently banned. And finally, Supercell made a response on the Reddit. Let's take a look. As you may be aware, we recently banned accounts that were breaking our terms of service. The majority of these accounts were account sharing and had also purchased gems fraudulently. Third-party gem sellers use stolen bank cards or fraudulently acquired gift cards to make purchases, which is something we are 100% against, and you should be too. So basically, these bans were not just for account sharing, but also for purchasing cheap, fraudulent gems. In fact, an account that they banned for account sharing had also purchased 1.5 million gems through fraudulent transactions. Now again, I stand by my opinion on this topic. I applaud them for the effort, but I do feel like that they shouldn't have been so harsh and quick in their bans. This obviously led to a lot of pros quitting. Some others, however, just found a new start. The boss Hey, for example, said this: "I appreciate everyone offering me their account, but I want to legit start an account that's my own and no one else's." And then he managed to reach level 9 in a single day, as well as reach 4,000 trophies in 2 days. That's just absolutely insane, and I'm glad that some of the players are taking this ban somewhat well. Now that's going to do it for New in the Arena. It's time to check out the eSports Update. The eSports Update is a segment where we take a look at the new and rising pro players as well as recent eSports competitions. This week, the 20 win challenge date has finally been confirmed by Clash Royale, and it's going to take place from March 21st to March 26th. Now, The 20 wins is cool and all, but with the achievement comes quite a few more doors opening in the pro scene. For example, you can move on to the next phase of the CRL drafting process, online qualifiers. In addition, you also qualify for a chance to compete at the World Cyber Games Festival at Xi'an, China. I'm super excited for this challenge. Now that we're caught up with the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. Starting off, we are now officially on month 3 of trying to make the battle timer slightly transparent. It honestly makes troop playing quite inconvenient and annoying, and seriously, I can't imagine it being that hard to implement, so please Supercell, do it. Next up, Reddit user NadoCR has a very interesting way to rework the chest system, similar to the way chests work in Brawl Stars, a key system. Brawl Stars has a much friendlier system which allows players to decide whether they prefer to play several times a day or leave everything for a large gameplay section. One key would be given to the player every 3 hours, and the player would be able to stock up to 8 keys. Chests would require 1 or more keys to open instead of having a timer. And seriously, I think this is a really good idea. It would make chest unlocks a lot more convenient and less time consuming, as we'll no longer have to constantly log on to Clash Royale every 3 hours or so to maximize your chests. Let me know what you think about this idea in the comments section below. Now that we've covered the trending topics in the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. This meta honestly hasn't seen much shift from last week. The top meta decks are Lava Hound, P.E.K.K.A. Ram, Expo, Royal Giant, and Fireball Bait, with tier 2 decks such as Golem Beatdown, Miner Control, and Sparky running around as well. So that's the current meta for you guys, and now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode we're going to be featuring one off-meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck was submitted by Justin Y, and it's a super interesting Giant Skeleton Miner Control deck. Now, being a control deck, this means that you want to start off rather passively. This deck has some of the strongest defensive units, such as Ice Wizard and Giant Skeleton, so you are able to effectively dismantle most pushes. Then, counter push with anything you have left and combo it with a miner. It's a pretty simple deck to play, but also very effective, so without further ado, let's get right into a battle. Alright, so hopping into this battle, we're gonna be against CVR Kekken from the clan Anna Arquia Arg. We probably butchered that again, as usual. But anyways, guys, starting off this match, he's going to go off with a furnace right here. So here, we're just going to go quickly log out those fire spirits and then send in a miner onto that furnace. I really don't like the furnace, so I kind of just want to take care of it, get it out of the way. And there we go, the miner will get 3 hits onto it and hopefully deny most stuff off of that furnace. So anyways, he's going to go with a Mega Minute in the back, and I'll go with an Ice Wizard right there and an Electro Wizard. So yeah, we're probably going to be against a Royal Giant deck just by looking at the matchup. So anyways here, let's go with a Dark Prince, that'll tank for everything. And let's also go with a log onto that E-Wiz right there. Which will also hit the guards and chip off onto the tower. So here, let's actually go in with a miner as well. Since we have a relatively big push, let's try and get a Mega Minion to take out that baby dragon. Unfortunately, he's going to get a Bar Barrel and a Mega Minion to distract. So anyways here, let's just go ahead and go with another Ice Wizard. And look at that miner. Miner actually is like such an underrated card in this current meta. It already took that tower single-handedly down to about 1900 HP. Anyways, we're going to poison out that furnace as well. That should deny all hits from that furnace onto our tower, which is definitely really good. And let's see here, we're just going to be kind of playing a little more passively, saving up our elixir, and as you can see, that furnace is only going to get out 1 fire spirit, so no damage onto our towers for now. So anyways, he's going to go with a Royal Giant in the back, build up a massive push, so we'll just go ahead and mirror that Royal Giant placement with our Giant Skeleton. So let's go with the Dark Prince right there, and we can also go ahead and try and DPS down that Royal Giant as fast as we can. So let's go with the Mega Minion right there, let's go ahead and log onto all this stuff right there, and there we go. Hopefully, oh my gosh, no hits from the tower. Actually, I think that Royal Giant did get a hit. I'm not completely sure. But anyways here, we got a relatively big counter push. And let's see here. Unfortunately, he is going to manage to defend this stuff. And we can just go ahead and go with an Ice Wizard to get ready for defense. Again, this is a very control-oriented deck. So defense is absolute key. So here, once again, poisoning out that furnace. Don't want to deal with it. It's going to stop all damage from that furnace. And let's go with a miner right there. Let's try and catch him off guard. There we go. He does not predict the miner. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get ready for a Royal Giant push, because there's the Royal Giant. So let's go with the Giant Skeleton Mega Minion. Again, trying to DPS that down as fast as we can. Here, let's see here. We should be able to take care of that right there. Royal Giant only gets one hit onto our tower. And here the Giant Skeleton Bomb should go ahead and blow all of this stuff up. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and poison out that furnace. There we go. Get out of here. And let's go with the miner right there. And boom, he fails to predict it again. Always switch up your miner placements, especially if your opponent does not have the tornado. And here, let's just go rinsing and repeating. Giant Skeleton, Ice Wizard right there. Giant Skeleton will clog up the lane, and yeah, we should be able to DPS down that Royal Giant relatively quickly. So Mega Minion right there, also helping with taking care of the Royal Giant, and that bomb should go ahead and take care of that Mega Minion. Unfortunately, the support troops aren't gonna be blown up, but we can just go ahead and cycle back to another Giant Skeleton, get a log onto that Electro Wizard, and oh my gosh, this is actually a relatively big push right here. So let's go with the Ice Wizard. We have to slow that Royal Giant down. Let's go with the Mega Minion right there, being careful to space our units apart so he does not get any spell value. And here, let's see here. Okay, we're still in the lead, so that's good. But let's just go with the miner right there and a poison onto the tower. He actually does predict my miner. Well played. But as you can see, we are going to get a lot of poison value onto all of his stuff. So here, Dark Prince in the back, trying to get that charge hit onto the Royal Giant. There we go. And let's go with the Ice Wizard right there. Let's go with an Ice Spirit. And let's go ahead and go with a Mega Minion. Let's see if that Royal Giant gets any hits on the tower. Come on. And Royal Giant gets 0 hits on the tower. This is actually looking really good for us. Let's go with that miner with a poison. Once again, he fails to predict it. There we go. Miner's gonna be connecting onto the tower for a ton of hits, and there we go. That tower, let's see, 74 HP. That is just a log away. So let's just go ahead right here, get a log down, and that is going to be GG. Well played right there. As you can see, beating one of the most meta Royal Giant decks, and yeah, especially with a Giant Skeleton deck, which is definitely really interesting. So there we go, guys. That was the off-meta deck of the week. I definitely recommend you guys give this deck a try. It is really fun. Giant Skeleton is just an underrated card in general. If you want to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.